Hi everybody, my name is Keegan Cooper and I'm your host of Story Behind the Story. Welcome to week one. First off, we're going to talk to Angel about her story, about the struggle with these events that are going on through Northwest. So let's talk to Angel. How are you doing, Angel, today? You doing good?
I'm good.
That's good. Alrighty. So can you tell me about how did you get the inspiration of your story? Where did it kind of stem from? Where did it all start?
I was just interested in the topics, and so these were just workshops that the Wellness Services is putting on for students to attend to learn about like mental health strategy or how to deal with anxiety or stress relievers and just random things to help students, especially getting started with college. We don't feel overwhelmed yet, but we should probably, like, if we get the tools now, we might be better off next time.
All right. What are the different themes of the events that are going on that the Wellness Center is putting on? What are the different ones that they have going on right now?
They have a lot actually. So every other Monday they have the Monday Mile, where you just walk around for a mile. They have meditation, this thing called #relationships, where you talk about relationships and dealing with conflict and just building friendships. There's Dare to Self-Care, which is like how to deal with stress relievers, or they also talk about nutrition.
I got you. That's interesting. How do you think there's a reason behind why there's been struggling with attendance, why students haven't been going to these? Is it like schedule conflict maybe or something?
Yeah, there's probably a lot of schedule conflict. I think the biggest thing is most students don't know about it, just because people have said that the Wellness Services, their Twitter, they would tweet out about the event like an hour beforehand, and students that find out about it then are probably not going to go because it's so last minute, even though, yeah.
So they should tweet about it, maybe an hour before, and then as the event's starting, to remind students that this is an opportunity that they have to go to.
Just beforehand. I mean, they have calendars everywhere. It's just hard to.
I got you.
Students just don't see it.
So have you attended any of these events? Can you kind of talk about what's the process, what happens? Is it just a self-talk session where they talk through kind of different tips and tricks of how to deal with everything depending on what's up?
They have a set PowerPoint presentation or something. There's worksheets just to go through, and the worksheets are nice because then you can take them home and then reread the content and just learn about it. They're just different strategies. Like the first one last week was True Colors, which is like a personality test similar to Myers-Briggs. And so it's a way to get to know how other people operate in your work environment and how you can relate to them or deal with conflict in there. So thinking from their perspective.
I got you. Did you have the chance to talk to any of the counselors about what they're going to try to do to kind of improve the attendance on them, maybe more publicity and stuff like that?
I didn't talk to the counselors very much. I did a little bit, and one counselor, Rachel Mayfield, she talked a lot. She's been here this is her 4th year at Northwest, and she says so the Wellness Services put on 14 workshops, different kinds of workshops for the whole semester. And this is the most that they've ever had, and just because there's so much, they knew it was gonna be slow start, especially with last week having Labor Day and then the org fair and everything going on.
Okay, well, that's interesting. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to join us today here on Story Behind the Story. Next up, we'll talk with Justin. Welcome back. I'm Keegan, and we're here with Justin, Story Behind the Story. We're going to talk a little about sports with you now. How are you doing today, Justin?
I'm doing all right.
Doing
kind of busy day as normal.
Busy day as normal. That's good. So I guess we can go ahead and talk about this is Northwest, so Bearcat football is a pretty big deal here. So you want to tell me a little bit about that? What to expect for the season? I know we got family weekend coming up this weekend, so we got a lot to expect.
Yeah, they've had a good start to the season. They're 2-0. The quarterback has really been kind of leading the way. It was interesting coming into the season. They didn't quite know who the quarterback was going to be, and he's a redshirt freshman, so really exciting to see him get on the field and play. And they got Missouri Southern this weekend, so it'll be a good, I think, learning experience for a lot of the guys. See how close the game is by half and see who all gets to play in the second half.
Got you. And then what about family weekend? What all events do we have going on there? I know it's a big game. Family's going to be up. Crowds are going to be, huge. Everybody's going to be excited about that. What have we got to look forward for that?
Well, I know at halftime they've got they're honoring Mel Turgeman for his induction to the College Football Hall of Fame, so that'll be something to see. He'll be getting his plaque there, and then just family weekend overall is kind of the memory of Scott Boswick, the coach who passed away in 2011. He never coached the game for the Bearcats as a head coach, but he was next in line after Turgeon retired. Coach Wright told us at the media luncheon Tuesday that they've got some special things planned for that, so I think that's something that we can look forward to and see throughout the game what they've got planned to honor him.
I got you. That's awesome. That's awesome. I know we can kind of talk a little bit about cross country. I know that's fully underway. They're going about that. How have they been doing lately?
Yeah, they had their first meet a couple weeks ago, Bearcat Open here in Maryville. It's their only home meet of the year. They got off to a pretty good start. They had a couple freshmen who really took it home for the girls' side. They finished 3rd and 4th. So they were able to, make a good start to the season there. Their men's side, the top guys runner didn't run at this meet. So this upcoming meet, the 15th, will be his first opportunity to get able to see him on the course and see what he's like this year.
I got you. So where are they at the 15th? Where's cross country team at this week?
It's the Woody Greeno Invitational in Lincoln, Nebraska.
Alrighty.
There'll be some Big Ten schools there, some Division II schools as well, so they'll be able to gauge where they're at in Division II and as well as gauge themselves with Division I athletes.
So it'll be a good competition to see kind of where they stand and what they need to improve on and what to want to work on with that and stuff like that. But this is family weekend, and I know mentality, reflecting on that family mentality for everybody. Every Bearcat athletics team here is a family. What does that really mean for students here at Northwest kind of involved in that?
I mean, Coach Wright kind of put it into perspective when he was at the media luncheon Tuesday. He talked about how he kind of keeps that memory of, Boston, what he meant to the team, and also the family aspect, as you said. He said he's got speakers coming in all this week during practice to talk to the team about, Boston on the field, off the field, in the community, and then also the family aspect of what it means to be a family here at Northwest and the Bearcat program and how they really emphasize that.
But yeah, I mean, thanks for talking to me today. I mean, we had a lot of good information. I'm excited to see how the Bearcats do. They got their game. Cross country's fully underway. I know we've got some other sports going to get up here and started. Stay tuned for the Maryville Spoof Hounds to see how they do against their game here. But yeah, alrighty. Well, thank you so much for joining me, taking the time to talk to me today. We had a great time, got a lot of information, and we'll stay tuned for more. Next up, we'll talk to Rachel with her story. Welcome back. I'm Keegan, and I'm the host of Story Behind the Story. Next up, we have Rachel joining me with her story about SAC to host Vibin' in the Ville. How are you doing, Rachel?
I'm doing well.
You're doing good. I'm doing good. I'm excited. So can you just go ahead and talk about where did you get your inspiration for the story, and then kind of how did it all kind of come together in the end?
Yes, so SAC puts on a fall concert every year, so we always cover that, and this year was a little bit different because they're kind of doing 2 events in one, with the headliner Bozzy for the main concert and the music festival throughout the day on Saturday.
Alrighty, sweet. Can you kind of talk about the process? How do you go through choosing artists, and how did it end up kind of being Bozzy? How does that process kind of work?
Yeah, so the SAC concert director said that she sat and studied Spotify for about 3 weeks, seeing what artists wanted to rise, who was possibly going to be not quite headliner material yet, not that mainstream guy quite yet, so she could book him at a cheaper price. So she studied Spotify, and they also sent out a survey back in January after the Chase Rice concert was over, asking students who they wanted to see next, what they liked and disliked about the Chase Rice concert, and the results from that of what genre they wanted. The number 1 was pop, number 2 was R&B, number 3 was rap, and number 4 was country. So she was able to find Bozzy on Spotify because he was on the rise at the time, and he is pop and R&B, so that fit the top 2 categories of who students wanted to see.
Alright, sweet. Where is it going to be held this year? I know there's a little bit change in location at first, and now they got it moved to another place.
The concert director originally wanted to have the entire event outside at Golden Pond, and for risk management reasons, she wasn't able to achieve that. The concert, she being Emily Elliott, she wasn't able to achieve that, so they moved it to the pavilion, and they said, okay, that's fine, that's what the pavilion was built for anyways. So she's able to have the music festival portion outside of the pavilion. Bozzy, however, will be inside at Bearcat Arena because that's too much of a safety hazard for Bozzy to be outside, so he will be inside, and the music festival is at the pavilion.
Alrighty, that sounds exciting. What can we kind of expect? All kind of different types of genres for the music festival coming in?
Yes, there'll be 6 local artists right now, I believe is what the lineup is. And they brought in every kind of genre because the concert director and the concert committee was seeking to please as many students as they can because the concert is paid for by student tuition, so they really wanted to include everybody in that. So there's going to be all different kinds of genres. They have rap, they have country, in different kinds of bands and that kind of thing.
All right, sweet. That's exciting. When is that taking place, and when is Bozzy going to be coming here to Northwest to look forward to that?
That will be on Saturday, October 20th.
Alrighty, so students have that to look forward to. And how much are tickets going to be this year?
Tickets this year, there's a little bit of difference there. Student tickets are $10, and teachers and faculty can also purchase tickets at the student price for $10, and to the public it is.
Sounds exciting. What can we kind of expect? All kind of different types of genres for the music festival coming in?
Yes, there'll be 6 local artists right now, I believe is what the lineup is. And they brought in every kind of genre because the concert director and the concert committee was seeking to please as many students as they can, because the concert is paid for by student tuition, so they really wanted to include everybody in that. So there's going to be all different kinds of genres. They have rap, they have country, and different kinds of bands and that kind of thing.
All right, sweet. That's exciting. When is that taking place, and when is Bozzy going to be coming here to Northwest to look forward to that?
That will be on Saturday, October 20th.
Alrighty, so students have that to look forward to. Vibin' in the Ville will start at 3 to 7, and then the indoor concert with Bozzy, October 20th. Doors open at 7, so make sure you're there. Make sure you come out and see that and get you a ticket. It's going to be a lot of fun, a lot of music, art, food, definitely, so to make sure you see that. Thank you, Rachel, for joining us again today. I want to say thank you to all our guests, Angel, Justin, and Rachel, for taking the time to talk with us today, learning about their stories and kind of how they got their process there. You can catch Story Behind the Story weekdays at 12 on Thursday during Student Media Day, or Monday through Thursday at 6:30 p.m. live on KNWT Channel 8.